Hi everyone, it is currently the 13th of November 2013, and well, out here in the Western Pacific today, as far as the weather is concerned, a much quieter day. We are still watching our tropical depression Zoraida. Very well could be called Poldul, but it really has remained a tropical depression for some time now, and still pulling off here towards the west, continuing to maintain that tropical depression intensity, and there is a possibility still of this becoming a very weak tropical storm, and I think that's where it's going to remain at before it makes landfall there along southeastern Vietnam as a big rainmaker. That's going to be the big problem out here with the risk of flooding. And Vietnam still picking up the pieces following Haiyan as well. If you remember, there was about 12 deaths reported here. But the devastation coming out of the Philippines once again today is still just horrific, I think is a good word to describe it. There's actually this imagery, and I'll include the link down below. Satellite photos of the before and after the devastation here, and you can just see it. You just scroll over, and that's what it looked like before. You had a lot of these smaller homes right near the coastline here, and then there's nothing left. And one of the main problems we have been seeing here, at least reported by people on the ground, is that they did not understand what a storm surge is. And it really, a lot of these people just moved a little bit farther inland, and they thought that this would not reach them. Unfortunately, a storm surge in many aspects looks like a tsunami. It's not a tsunami by any means, but it has the same outcome. And it's not just a sea level rise, but just a massive wall of water, a continuous wall of water that lasts for hours. And it still is just horrific to hear so many just horrible stories coming out of this area. This is from the Philippine Star, the front page of the newspaper today. It just all these stories. Now there are a few good things on here, saying that aid is pouring in. It's going to take about 1 year to restore electricity, and really, it's just building infrastructure from scratch. So that's another thing. And some areas are saying that the whole Samar towns are wastelands, and it's terrible news. Now the good news, once again, that tropical depression is moving towards the west, and dry air is wrapping in around this. That's actually going to be bringing some much fairer weather throughout the rest of the week out here across, well, central and eastern portions of the Philippines. We still have some moisture hitting portions of Manila, southern Luzon, but really these worst hit areas down there towards the south, you're seeing improving conditions. Palawan, you're still seeing some thunderstorms today, but that should be clearing up by the afternoon into the evening hours as well with our tropical depression. Now, as far as the long-range forecast, and I had a few people ask me, is there anything on the radar? Well, right now, this is by Thursday. We still have our tropical depression out here, possibly a tropical storm according to the GFS model. Now, as we scroll through by Friday and the Saturday, really that northeast monsoon starts to kick in, and it's these persistent northeasterly winds, which means drier weather. So that's really the fantastic news. There is something in one of the long ranges here, very, very long range of something developing, but this isn't until Wednesday, the 27th of November. So that's way too long to actually take seriously at this time. So with that said, northeast monsoon is going to continue to dominate, and that really is going to be a killer of any tropical systems out here, and also just bring in some fairer weather. Elsewhere, though, if you are a fan of the colder weather, and like I was saying, that northeast monsoon kicking up, that also means the Siberian highs pushing towards the south. Well, it's getting chilly out here. I think the Intellicast got a little nutty with the cold fronts, but what it is saying is that the cold air is spilling towards the south. We have that Siberian high pushing in from the north, and what's happening here is that is ushering in all this cooler air, some heavy snowfall in portions of Hokkaido. We're also seeing snow showers there in the portions of Yamagata, off towards Amori. You saw about 50 centimeters of snowfall yesterday in some areas in the higher elevation, so it's coming down. Also seeing some rain showers across portions of the southern Japanese islands today. Nothing too intense, but some light rain and also those strong northerly winds maybe making it a little bit brisk out there for you. But that is all for right now, though, everybody. Thanks again for watching here at WesternPacificWeather.com. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can always post them down there in the comment box below. And as always, stay safe out there.